We've all heard of the word divorce. It's when a husband and wife get legally separated. But have you ever heard of gray divorce? Well, gray divorce is when two older adults choose to end their long-term marriage after around 20 to 40 years of being together. You might have also heard the term late-life divorce be used to describe the situation when an older adult divorces their spouse decades after being married. This is just a synonym of gray divorce. The term is inspired from the color of the hair of people getting it. Since it only happens decades into marriage, it's safe to say those getting a gray divorce are not young. The rates of divorce amongst older individuals is at an all-time high. According to statistics, people over the age of 50 currently make up a quarter of all divorces, and 1 in 10 of those is above the age of 65. So, what are the possible causes of gray divorce? You might think that by this point, a couple would have figured out all the kinks in their marriage and would be all set for smooth sailing. But this is far from the truth. Let's look at some of the reasons why older adults want to quit their marriages after sharing half their lives with their spouse. Number 1. Couples grow apart. Time and experiences change all couples, and unfortunately, sometimes they change them in ways that make them no longer compatible with one another. For example, let's say there is a couple that has been together since high school. At 25, they both wanted to focus on their careers and worked 80-hour weeks. Now they're 60. One of them is ready to retire and relax, but the other doesn't want to stop working. Suddenly, they'll find themselves fighting about how to spend their time, which was never an issue before. They'll feel like they've grown apart, and now it's time to try and live on their own. Number 2. Their kids have grown up. Most couples spend the prime of their lives raising children. They put all their time, energy, and effort into taking care of them. Once their kids grow up and leave the house for college or work, they suddenly find themselves in an empty nest. Couples sometimes make the sole purpose of their marriage raising kids. They forget that spouses are supposed to be companions for one another, and not just parents. Then, when there are no kids left in the house, they find themselves uncomfortable in each other's company. They'd often feel like they are strangers and only like being together because they had a common goal: their children. It can also be that they wanted to get divorced much earlier but stayed together to provide a more stable home for their kids. Now that the kids are gone, they finally feel like they can separate. Number 3. Retirement. When a couple is busy looking after their kids and juggling work at the same time, their lives seem occupied. They have a lot of things on their plate, which leaves little to no time to think about divorce, or even wonder if they're happy in their marriage. But as time passes, they reach their retirement age. When either one or both of them are retired, they finally start to spend more time with one another and realize they're not so compatible after all. Number 4. Age. This is one of the major causes of gray divorce. With aging comes a lot of health issues and ailments. When one hears their partner constantly complain about their health and sees them get older, it makes them feel old as well. This may also lead to lack of affection and intimacy. Some people think it's better to divorce their partner and find someone that will make them feel younger. Number 5. Sex. It's a well-known fact that as you grow older, your sex drive diminishes. It can be influenced by many factors, such as health or menopause. This leads to an imbalance in sex vigor. One partner may feel sexually aroused, whereas it may take a longer time for their partner to feel the same way. In certain cases, some people may not feel sexually aroused at all. This can lead to a buildup of frustration and eventually divorce. Number 6. Longer life expectancy. People live a lot longer now than they did before. This is why, even at 50, people have years ahead of them. Spouses think they still have time to fall in love again and have a lasting relationship with someone else. Number 7. Infidelity. After being with the same person for so many years, someone might lose interest in their spouse and find someone else more attractive. The mismatch of sexual desires and lack of intimacy also become a contributing factor in betrayal. How to navigate through gray divorce. Leaving a long-term marriage isn't a decision someone makes overnight. They have to think through a lot of things. For example, how is this gray divorce going to affect adult children? Here are things to keep in mind when navigating through a gray divorce. Number 1. Financial accounts. If you have a joint account or any other retirement account, it's wise to contact a lawyer and ask for their help to sort this out. If the money is kept in joint accounts, then it will be split equally since the account is under both names. However, if the accounts are under only one person's name, this might not be the case. Number 2. Real estate. This can be quite tricky to split. If both partners wish to distribute their properties among each other and their children equally, then this will be a smooth process. But if one party is determined to not give the other one their share because the properties are registered under their name, it might have to be sorted out in court. Number 3. Splitting assets. After being together for years, it is not easy to say what belongs to whom. Keeping a list of what is important to you and what isn't will help make the process of splitting assets easier. Great divorce recovery tips. Meditate every day to keep negative thoughts away. Practice self-care by journaling, meeting your friends and family members, and staying active. Seek professional help if you think you won't be able to get over this divorce in a healthy way. A licensed therapist will help you navigate through the stages of grief. These tough times will be full of pain and insecurities. You don't have to go through this alone. You can join a support group for older adults. On the bright side, you will finally get to live the life you wanted after divorce. You just have to focus on the good side and look at life from a fresh perspective. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Let us know what you think of Great Divorce in the comments. Stay happy and healthy. Thanks for watching.